Knitting needles can work as chopsticks in a pinch. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brittany and this is TootieTadpolemakes. Here on my channel, you can find some small business videos, like some of my vendor events that I've done, packing for those, setting up, tearing down, that sort of thing. You can also find a section called Crochet and Creeps. That's where I work on a current project and I tell a story about something unexplainable that has happened to me or maybe one of you guys if you've sent it to me. And you can also find videos that contain mini hauls and reviews. Today's video, it's kind of a review of a different sort. Today, I'm going to show you the difference between two types of crochet hooks that are widely available in craft stores, the tapered hook and the inline hook. Now, I actually have both tapered and inline hooks right here in my work bag, and we will go through what else I carry in there and why I have it in there, because believe it or not, everything in this bag actually has a purpose for all of my crochet projects that I do. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get started. So hello and welcome to my craft table. As you can see, there's like paint like the kids do their kinetic sand, they draw, they'll have like a snap, like it's an everything table. But today it is for demonstrating all of the stuff that you can find in my bag. And we're gonna go over real quick the difference between tapered crochet hooks and inline crochet hooks. Just a quick little demo. Now, let's see, this one is not my favorite, but it is a thicker hook, so it is a good hook to use as an example. This is a Boyer hook. This is a size K. And this hook in particular is actually let me try to zoom a little bit. This one is actually a tapered hook. As you can see, the head is rounded and the throat of it is rounded. It does, of course, have the little hook on the end. I don't know if you can tell with my thumbnail right there. Probably not. Sorry, lighting in my house is wonky all the time. But this one is tapered. To me, the heads on the tapered ones are rounder. I like to use the tapered hooks for more worsted weight yarns and for maybe a thicker, lightweight yarn. It seems to hold on to it better than it does bulky yarns like blanket yarns for me. I like to use the inline hooks. I like to use inline hooks for blanket yarns, chunky yarns, because this notch right here, so sorry about that, I just went out of frame. This notch right here in the inline hooks has a better grip for me for blanket yarns, for thick yarns. It holds on to it. Also, the head of the hook is pointy, so that's useful when you need to poke under a stitch if it's a tight stitch and you really need to get in there. That's why I like the inline hooks, because the ends, the heads of the hooks are pointier than they are on a tapered hook, to me anyway. Now, some people may like one over the other, and that's totally fine. It just depends on what you like to use. That's all crafting is doing what you love, how you love to do it. There is no right, there is no wrong, however you do it. I mean, some people even tell me that the way, and now that I'm thinking about it, I can't make my hand do it, but some people even tell me that the way I hold my hook is wrong, because they hold their hook like a pencil. And I don't even write that way. So this is totally unnatural for me. I hold my pencil like this, which, as you can see, one of my fingers is not in the rest for the hook itself. So I don't even exactly hold it like a knife like some people do. I kind of use my finger to move stitches back and forth on the hook when I need to. So it's all about really just what is more comfortable for you. Now, where I live, the tapered hooks, these are easily available. Like, I can walk into any store and I will find the tapered hooks, no problem. I will find them everywhere and anywhere I go. They are all over the place. As you can see, I have quite a few because, like I said, they're readily available where I live. I have a ton, actually, in every size in a tapered hook, I think. Oh, there's more in there. There's more hiding in my bag. Yeah, so I have a ton of tapered hooks just because they're easy to find where I am. My inline hooks, I do have less inline hooks because, oh, that's a tapered one as well, because I have to hunt for these. These are not quite as readily available in my area as the tapered hooks are. And as with everything, there are always different brands. Some people will prefer one brand over another. You may be like me and just have a mishmash of brands because maybe you picked one up and you thought, oh, this is a nice hook. And then you saw another one that was a fun color and you thought, oh, I'm going to bring that one home like I did. Or you said, oh, I like that handle. So you brought that one home too. And before you know it, you have 50 million different crochet hooks in every single size. And you need to use a pencil case to carry them. So I really do have a just ton of different sizes. I really do have several different brands. Let's see, I have, this one is a clover. I love this one. This is one of my favorites for amigurumis. It's perfect size, and it is like butter. That one is a clover. I do have another clover in here as well. The 4.5, also known as the 7, size 7 hook. That one's really nice as well. It's really comfortable. It is plastic, but it also has this nice little kind of rubbery grip right there. All of these funky colors right here are Boyer. Some, as you can see, have the silicone handle and others do not. I think I grabbed some of each just to check them out. And one was actually, all of these silicone handle ones, they were actually part of a set. I had the whole set. And then the handles started coming off, like this one right here, this E hook. Oh no, wrong one. I'm sorry. This one. Was it this one? I don't know. See, I've had so many Boyers that I can't keep track because this one is actually not a Boyer. This is a base. So, over there. But the silicone handles started coming off of some of these, so I actually had to start replacing them. And then some of them have clay. They're not in this bag because they have clay handles now. So when I replaced those that were losing their handles, I just started to get the ones that did not have silicone handles on them. I do have, let's see, these two are from Hobby Lobby. These are just Yarnology. This is an E, this is an I. I like the rubbery grip that these have, and then they also just have a little plastic on them. These are some tapered hooks, as you can see. And my favorites, besides the clovers, are my Susan Bates hooks. I love this brand. I love that they're all comfortable. All of them are comfortable, whether it's the slightly rubbery grip, like this J, and what is this one? This one's an I. They both have the same kind of rubbery grip on them. Or like these two. This one is an L. This one is, what size was this one again? This was an E. So these are two very different sizes with no handles on them. You can really see that inline on this one, on the L. You can really see that there. Those are comfortable as well. And then this one is one of my favorites for when I do Afghans. Whoops. It's a H hook inline, of course, and it has a little bamboo handle. So it's really nice and light. I love to use that one. This one is actually another clover. I completely forgot about this one. This one is a clover. It's an M/N. It's a 9mm hook, and it is plastic. And it has the kind of grippy handle on it. So we have just a little bit of everything. Now, another brand that I have owned, and I have packed it away and I can't find it, so I grabbed the next best thing. Another brand that I have owned is Brittany. because I'm Brittany. These are my Brittany knitting needles. These are 3.5 millimeter. They are gorgeous. I refuse to use these. I have had these since I was maybe 13 years old, and I did not use them. I could not bring myself to use them because they are beautiful wood knitting needles. They are very, very thin. I don't want to break them. I had a hook as well, but again, I packed it away because I don't want to use it. I don't want to risk it getting broken. My mom actually had these knitting needles on display in our house for a while, and then she moved them to her weaving studio and had them on display in her studio for a little while as well. And I had the hook with me, but now they are back with Brittany, and I display these. So I have a little bit of everything in my lovely work bag. Yeah, we've got Boyer. Whoops, we've got Boyers over here. We have some Yarnology. We have Clover, and we have Susan Bates. And my friend Brittany, the knitting needles. As a fun little bonus, I thought it would be fun to quickly go over the rest of the stuff that can be found in my work bag, as I call it. I have a little bit of everything. So everything has a purpose in this bag. I have sewing pins. These come in really handy when I am putting the pieces on an amigurumi to hold arms, legs, noses, ears. Just pin them right where I want them and keep everything in place. This is where I keep all of my stitch markers, but as you can see, some of them have escaped, and I also have a couple that are in different projects right now. One of my favorite stitch markers to use, let's see if I have one in here right this moment. I don't, so let me take this off. One of my favorite stitch marker brands to use is Clover. They're very nice, very durable, easy to close, and then easy to open again. I keep those, if they're not in a project, I just keep them right on my bag so I can find them very easily. I also keep my sewing needles in here. I have different sized yarn needles for different sizes of yarns for different projects, like the big tapestry needle. I have a couple of different eye sizes for different yarns and different sharpnesses. Sharpness, I don't know. Sharpnesses. What else? Dry erase marker. When I work through a pattern, sometimes I'll put it in a sleeve. Let's see. I will put it, I have one right here. One moment. I will put it in a sleeve. And then as I go through each row of the project, instead of marking it up like I have on this one, I'll just go bloop, 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 and then wipe it off and then switch to the next page. So that is why there's a expo marker. I have pencil and lead for when I'm marking up a piece of paper. I have a crap load of different scissors. These are my favorite. My mom used to have bird scissors. Hers were gold. So when I saw these in the store, I knew I absolutely had to have my own pair of bird scissors, as I've always called them. Friskers. These are great. I love those. And then I also have some shears, maybe, I guess is what you would call these. I don't know what you would actually call them, but some twine because I was wrapping up some face scrubbies. I also have some of those so you can see what I did with the twine. It just so happened to be in my bag when I filmed this video. So that is why we have twine. What else? More stitch markers have escaped, and a lighter because I use safety eyes on some of my stuffies. So just to give them a little extra hold, I will melt the back of them sometimes. So this hangs out in there, and it's also good for, you know, burning off the ends that may have tried to escape after I sewed something in. May just need to singe just a little bit or get some of the extra fuzz off of the top of a project. So that is why I will keep a lighter in my bag. So thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully that clears up the difference between a tapered and an inline hook. I know I've been crocheting since I was a teenager, and I had no idea that there was a difference. They were all the same to me until one day I went to the craft store and grabbed a hook and got home, and I was like, what the heck is this? And I realized that I had grabbed an inline hook, and I had apparently been using tapered hooks the entire time and had no idea. Like, I had to Google it and find out what the heck was wrong with my crochet hook. And of course, I can never pass up the opportunity to show off my gorgeous Brittany knitting needles because I've had them forever. I refuse to use them because they are gorgeous. They were a gift. um my mom displayed them in my childhood home. She displayed them in her weaving studio, and now they're back with me, and I just like to look at them and see how pretty they are. So I thought I'd show them to you guys as well because, I mean, just look at how pretty. So thank you all so much again for joining me. All of my social media handles are going to be linked down in the description box below. Let me know down in the comments if you prefer a inline hook or a tapered hook. Let's see which one is the most preferred among crochet artists. So it's a beautiful springtime day. My kids are outside with my husband on the playground. I am Brittany from TootieTadpolemakes. I'm gonna go play outside, and I will see you all in my next video real soon. Have a good one.